Hi there, and welcome to Traveling Light. My name is Lisa, and I'm a Reiki practitioner and teacher. And today I'm going to share with you something that you can do when you feel blah. It's time to practice Reiki, and you don't really feel like doing your practice. You can't get into that meditative state, just can't get settled. Um, a lot of times, and this happened to me this morning, but a lot of times, once you get started and you start breathing and the Reiki starts to flow and you feel better. But what did happen to me this morning is like I went through my practice and I did it anyways, but it wasn't really that great. I wasn't feeling it. So today we're going to start with another energy technique called EFT Tapping, Emotional Freedom Technique. And then we're going to go into our Reiki practice. So I would like you to let me know in the comments, is EFT something that you are familiar with, something that you use, something you've never heard of? I can make more videos on this. I use it all the time in my practice with my clients. Sometimes we'll do it before the Reiki session or just EFT, but blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I'm going to take a few minutes to just explain to you what exactly we're going to do, and then we're just going to get into the practice. We'll do the EFT, and then after that, we'll go into our Reiki practice, and you'll see if you don't feel a little bit more calm. So if you are familiar with EFT, usually we start with a certain protocol. Um, Let me know if you know this, where you tap on the side of your hand and we say, even though I feel this anger, worry, whatever it is, I love and accept myself deeply and completely. What we're going to do today is a little bit more of style, like a tapping rant is what I would call it. And all you're going to do is say you're sitting down and something's on your mind. We're supposed to be letting go of anger, letting go of worry, right? As soon as we start with the principles, the Gokai. So if you're not letting go of anger or letting go of worry, we're going to focus in on it first so that you can really let that go through your system instead of like hanging on to it, or instead of trying to push it away. Oh, I'm not going to think about that, but it stays lodged in your energy. Okay. So what we're going to do is start. I'm going to tap on my face. So I'll remove those glasses. You're going to start tapping on the inside of your eyebrows right here. This is the first tapping point. These are just the points that we usually use for EFT tapping. So tap on the inside of your eyebrows here. And all you do is start saying out loud what it is that's on your mind. So I'm going to go through and just do it for you. You can say what's on your mind, or you can sort of repeat after me, or just tap along. What's on my mind isn't really going to be as useful for you, but I just want to show you how to do it. Okay, so I would start like this. Oh, I'm so annoyed today. I want to do my practice, but that thing that happened, it just made me so angry. And then tap on the outside of your eyebrows. I'm going to show you all the outside of the corners of your eyes. I'm going to show you all the points that we use, okay? I'm so angry. And in Reiki, we're supposed to let go of anger. But the truth is, I don't feel like letting go of this. Actually, I tried. It happened yesterday. That person made me angry. But it's just still on my mind. Tap here on your cheekbones, right here. I just can't seem to let it go. And I don't have a chance to talk to them again to get this resolved. So it just keeps circling on my mind underneath your nose here. And what they did really, it really made me angry. It really wasn't fair. And I really don't feel like letting it go. I want to do my Reiki practice. I want to be a good person. I want to be peaceful inside. But today, I just don't know how I'm going to do it. Tap on the underneath your collarbones right here. And you can just say the thing. When you run out of things that are going through your mind, just say the thing. This anger. Tap under your, right under your armpit here. This anger. Now tap on the top of your head. This anger. And then back to the inside of your eyes again. This anger. I really am angry. And no Reiki practice is going to make me not angry. I can't be that peaceful. You say the things that like sort of aren't nice that you're supposed to be putting aside, but you don't want to put them aside. Who wants to say like, my Reiki practice isn't going to help me, but this is the way to have that go through your system instead of having it stuck inside. So just say whatever it is that's on your mind as we tap through this. Might be something like this. I'm tired of this Reiki practice. I do it every single day, and sometimes I'm not even sure it's working. Sometimes I feel really great and relaxed, but other times I wonder exactly what it is I'm doing. And I guess I get a little angry about that too, a little bit worried. Not supposed to be angry, we're not supposed to be worried, but I am worried. Say I'm new to Reiki, I'm newer to Reiki, or I've been doing it a long time. And I feel like it just isn't having the impact that it's supposed to. As a matter of fact, that person that made me angry yesterday, underneath your arm, that's what it was about. They were saying that Reiki doesn't really do anything, that it's kind of foolish for me to be believing in it. And I guess there was a part of me that was a little worried about that too. Maybe that's why when I sat back down to do my practice this morning, I really wasn't feeling it. But as I take some deep breaths and really look into what was going on with me inside of your eyes, I see that I did let that person get the best of me. The corner of your eyes. They don't know what Reiki is. They haven't been practicing the same way that I have. They haven't had those aha moments. They haven't felt that warm energy circling through their system and calming them down. But I have. And it's my choice to keep going with it. It's my choice to breathe with it. It's my choice to breathe in those difficult emotions like anger and worry and to process them and then to breathe them back out again. I'm feeling a little more ready to do that now. When I see that person again, I'll just remember, let go of anger, let go of worry, be grateful, do my work, do your work with integrity. This is my work. And be kind to others. Good. Okay, so now just take a moment and notice how you feel. I'm even noticing that right at the beginning of that, I was like a little bit agitated myself coming into this and not sure what I was saying and just kind of trying to get the words out. And now, just from going through that little exercise, I feel much more calm. I feel much more ready to do our Reiki practice. So let's get started. We'll just do a shorter practice because mostly I wanted to show you the way to do that EFT, whether you're used to doing it or not, that way of doing it as a rant might be new to some people, where you don't have to do this setup and the whole procedure. You sit down, you can't get settled. You can just go through the EFT tapping, emotional freedom technique, and then go straight into your Reiki practice. So, dry brushing. Again, these practices that I do are sort of geared towards Reiki practitioners or students that want to deepen their practice, want someone to practice with. If you're brand new, of course, I always follow along with us. But if you're not quite sure what you're doing, I always have my my classes pinned in the first comment, okay? If you want to learn more about Reiki. So let's do the principles from this nice, calm space that we've created just for today. Don't get angry. Don't get worried. Be grateful. Do your work with integrity. Be kind to yourself in all things. Just for today, don't get angry. Don't worry. Be grateful. Do your work with integrity. Be kind to yourself in all things. Just for today, don't be angry. Don't be worried. Be grateful. Do your work with integrity. Be kind to yourself in all things. Good. And focusing on your belly, our Joshin Kokyu, abdominal breathing. Really letting yourself settle in now. And feeling your feet on the floor. Feeling the energy between your two hands coming together here, Gasho. Nice, deep, slow, gentle breathing. Nice, soft breath like a whisper. Feeling that energy come in, that softness, that light breathing. Good, and let's just do a couple hand placements. Sort of standard protocol is to start with the head, right? A lot of times I do that no matter what else I do. For myself and working with clients as well. Why? Because it helps to slow down the brain, right? It helps to get them into that dreamy state, out of fight or flight, into our nice rest and relaxation. Good. And the hands in the back of the head. Now, I'm not going to go through all of the self-healing placements today. Just going to do a few so you figure out if there's a area that you feel contracted or painful, anxious. You go ahead and use that for your hand placement, okay? Most important, keep your breath steady, slow, deep, gentle. Maybe change to a new hand placement. And notice if there's any little leftover challenging energies. And if there are, just notice, breathe them in, breathe them out. Bring your focus back to your breathing, back to your hands, the interface between your palms and wherever you have your hands placed. And just let everything be okay for these moments. Good. And choose one more hand placement. We'll do one more after this. So just really focus your attention on that area where you are feeling contraction, discomfort, pain. Nice deep breaths. You don't have to change every time. When you do your Reiki treatments, sometimes we stay in one hand placement for a long time, right? Depending on what's going on with us or with what's going on with our client. Good. And change one more time if you want to. Couple more nice, gentle, deep breaths right into that area where you have your hands. Good. Let's finish with our hands on our belly, right over your navel, your two hands. Just really finishing grounding. Feeling yourself back in your body instead of up there in your head, being annoyed, thinking angry thoughts or worried thoughts. Back to yourself, back to your moment, back to your breath. And gasho. Good. And that's it for our practice. I really like the Qigong and the EFT tapping are the two other modalities that I use in addition to Reiki. And I know a lot of times Reiki gets mixed in with more the like angelic or mediumship, angelic healing or mediumship, and some of these other processes that I feel like are very heady in dealing with visualizations, etc., and meditation. But the EFT and the Qigong are body-based energy practices, which I really love, especially for moments like this when I really need to get grounded. I need to get out of my head. And then once you're re-grounded, once you're back in touch with your breath, with your physical self, that's when you can start opening up to those more esoteric or intuitive practices. You can do that a little bit better when you're already grounded in your body. Don't be trying to visualize or meditate or call in energy when you're up here in your head all agitated, right? All right, thank you for practicing with me today, and do let me know what you thought of that EFT, if you're used to it or if you would like more videos like that, okay? I'll see you next time then. Bye.